This presentation is brought to you by Smoooth Productions.
The last Wednesday of the month, so you know what time it is. It's time for you to go ahead and enter into the man cave. Real quick, what play we gonna run?
You look like a coach, though, man. You look like a coach.
As always, a Smoooth Productions.
But Deion Sanders is not making $93 million.
Now, you don't never dip your pen in the company ink.
I'm glad you said pen. I thought that was going a different way.
No,
I didn't know where that was about to go.
Well, you can clip this. If I gave you $168 million, I want to know what type of fabric software you're using on your initiatives. You know what I'm saying?
That's who you want to be. You want to be Steph. You want to have that range like that. You know, not just have the range. I mean, Steph can get to the cup.
We're going to have that platinum tier for the platform sports talk show. You know what I'm saying?
We need some platinum sponsors. That's what we need. You know what I'm saying?
Messi, he could be described in 3 words. He's so horny at that moment. Yeah, I said that. That's going in the highlight tape. I know it is. You know,
knee alone. Friday, knee alone.
Fresh Prince knee alone.
The best man, knee alone, man.
Well, anyway, it was a good run while it lasted. So,
then they were exactly who we thought they is.
And that's why we say we look at the guys that are in our OTE arena is who are you? You know,
crazy story. The first time I touched a basketball court, I cried. I didn't want to go. They forced me to go. They put me in the van.
It's a give back to allow the young people to experience the game, to learn the fundamentals the right way.
All right, so it's the Man Cave coming to you live from the Platinum Sports Talk Network. My bad, Smoooth. I won't mess it up no more. I got you, man. I got you. You know what?
It's a platinum show, man. It's a platinum
the show is platinum. That's why I keep saying it.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, for tonight, the Platform Sports Talk Show Network proudly presents to you on the last Wednesday of the month, the Man Cave, where anything, and I mean anything, can go down. It's your boy Stanton, baby. I'm your host for this evening. I never do it by myself. You see to my left, y'all right. We got the one and only Mario on the building. What's good, brother?
How you doing, young fella?
Man, I'm chilling like a villain. I'm living, baby, and I'm proud to say it. Look, we want to thank y'all for tuning in right now. You've been rocking with us for the last 3 years. You've been rocking with this channel for the last 8 years. So we appreciate you for rocking with us. And here is how you've been doing it. You've been on Facebook, liking and paying attention to all the notifications that come from our page, the Platform Sports Talk Show. You've been on Twitter or X at 314 Sports Talk. You've been on Instagram. Yeah, you've been on them IG Explore pages looking at, we ain't gonna get into that, but you're nasty. At Platform Sports Talk, we appreciate you for the follow. But you know what we've been saying since day, I'll probably say 17. You've been on the Platform Sports Talk Show YouTube, which means that you have subscribed. And more importantly, you've clicked on that bell. So anytime that we go live, guess what? You get notified. Like right now, which is why you're watching us, and we appreciate you. But if you're not watching us, but you're hearing us, that means that you're tuned in at hot365radio.com, where it is always hot. And please remember that you can always catch the replay of our most recent show every Sunday at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then you also see we on that Twitch. Yeah. So we want to thank you for tuning in. We want to thank you for making us your Wednesday night sports delight, whether it is us, the Man Cave, whether it is the lovely ladies over on Ladies Night, which is every first Wednesday of the month, or whether it's the second or the third, if it's a fifth Wednesday, the fourth, you're watching the flagship, you're watching the number one, you're watching the Platform Sports Talk Show, because when it's about sports, it becomes our business, and business just picked up. Yeah, I'm keeping that slogan alive. But guess what, y'all? You see 2 of us. we got a few more. We got some familiar faces, some new additions. Can you stand the rain? It was raining outside. Anyway, bringing up first the OG. here at the Platform Sports Talk Show Network. He's been here literally since day one. Honestly, since day zero with the trailer that they dropped. If you remember the trailer, you know the location. If you know, you know. STL Gym. I want to welcome in the one, the only, Sadar.
Yes, sir.
What's up, brother?
Sadar the Selector, the real estate DJ, real estate investor by day and DJ by night, man. I'm right here on the Man Cave. What's happening, y'all?
What's the word? What's going on? Sadar, I want to give you your credit. Because I remember the early shows where it was a deer in headlights. But I just want to give you your kudos. I want to shout you out for the growth. Like, Sadar be ready to ramp up on this show now. He do. Last month he was saying what the answer was, and we were trying to figure it out. Yeah, he was like, "I'm telling y'all what it is." I just said he was finna. Yeah, he was finna blow a gasket. But I love the evolution. I love the growth. This brother has had to host, sometimes planned, sometimes unplanned, and he holds it down. With grace and class and elegance. So shout out to you. So now I'm just gonna say all the hosting that's in the space is you're picking up the skill. Next thing you know, he's gonna be DJing and he gonna start talking. He's like, I hope y'all are enjoying the mix. Yeah, he gonna start getting into it
for a minute because I'm not there yet, but I do my best.
You doing it, brother. You're doing more than trying, and that's all that we can ask. So we welcome you. Thank you for coming for another episode of the Man Cave. Coming up next, he is the blackest man in radio. He's the blackest man in this podcast. I don't think you will find a bigger fan of the DMV than this guy right here. True to the soil. I'm talking Commanders, Wizards, Capitals, Nationals. If I forgot one, he's going to tell me DC Defenders. But if I still forgot one, he's going to tell me. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for a radio legend.
You forgot the Orioles.
Oh, yeah. And the Orioles, because that's the M in DMV. And then all the teams in Virginia. That's a lot. Ladies and gentlemen, radio legend, give it up for Craig Black.
Gentlemen. Good evening. How y'all doing, man? You did forget one. You forgot about my mystics, my ladies, man. You can't forget the ladies.
Nah, can't forget the ladies.
Can't forget the ladies.
Yes.
What's up, though, fellas? How y'all doing? Sadar the Selector, my man.
Mr. Black, what's going on, man?
What's up, fellas? And Stan, what's going on, y'all?
Yes, sir. Chilling like a villain.
It just feels good to be back,
What's for dinner?
Well, she's over there making my drink right now. So shout out to the wifey. Okay. You heard that ice falling down in the back, didn't you? You got that red cup getting ready. That's what that is, man.
He getting the drink ready. We know what time it is.
Well, this is everybody, as you can see. Almost slipped my mind. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the, but this time as a member of the Man Cave. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Miko.
What it do?
What's going on? There we don't go. All right. There we go. There we go. 1, 2, 3 to the 4.
Miko, what up?
Yes, sir. Miko, welcome, brother. I think you covered it last time, but for those who weren't here last time, tell us about yourself, man.
Man, I hail originally from the Lou, but I'm in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and me and Big Smoooth are basically family. I've known him since first, second grade, and so definitely not new to him, but fairly new to y'all as a guest, but not new to the show, so been privileged to be here once before, and hopefully we'll have a really good time this evening.
Yes, sir.
Glad to have you back, man.
Hey, glad to be back.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, bringing a new element to an already amazing combination of elements here at this show. Miko, we are Happy and lucky to have you. Yeah, his first show, he was getting under Craig's skin. I loved it. I was like, oh, he gonna fit. He gonna fit right in here.
Okay, right there. Okay.
Yeah, he's a natural. He is a natural. But guess what, guys? But wait, there's more. If you saw our promo for today, you saw a new face. It wasn't one of us. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna welcome him onto the show. Please show your love for our resident Eagle fan for the night.
Yes, sir.
Y'all show your love for Scotty.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Told y'all favorite cousin gonna be in the building. I'm here. Talk to me now. Talk to me. Love y'all.
Scotty, we appreciate you for coming through to the show. How you doing, man?
I'm all right, man. I'm blessed. I'm peaceful.
All right. Now, I ain't gonna hold y'all. I drew a blank. Drew a complete blank. My brother, I apologize. If you can introduce yourself for the people.
It's your boy Jesse Jack, man. How y'all doing out there in the world?
Oh, wait a minute.
It's your boy Jesse Jack, man. How y'all doing out there, world?
Yes, sir. Not to be confused with Jesse Jackson.
Not the Reverend. I'm the better one. Yeah, I'm the better one, baby. Broncos Nation too, by the way. You know what I'm talking about? We coming back. You hear me?
So
Not the Reverend.
It looks like we have a very vast NFL representation. That is going to be very important for one of the topics later on this evening. First and foremost, we want to shout out Miss Dub, our number one fan, the
Miss Dub.
The quintuple OG, Miss Dub.
Cheers.
Sweetheart. Good to see you, Miss Dub. Hello.
Cheers to the Dub.
Hope the next month is even better.
Yes, Lord.
Yeah. So right now, we are going to figure out what we want to talk about this evening. What's the word, fellas? I don't even know who to start with. You know what? Hazing process. Miko, what's the word, brother? What you want to talk about in this world of sports?
Oh man, you know, if I gotta pick one, you know, I'm gonna start with the easy one, with LeBron. Can we start with LeBron? This nice little no trade clause. I mean, come on, you know, we gonna talk about LeBron every offseason and every season about what, you know, he's going to leave Bronny now. I mean,
nah,
I don't know. I mean, I think it's a lot of talk about nothing, to be honest. And you know, he's at a point in his career, I think, where it might be a little bit absurd if this man leaves the Lakers, because how many stops has this man had? You know, this dude is like a train. He stops everywhere.
Stop everywhere. It's crazy.
He stopped everywhere. You know, there's people that clout chase, right? There's people that clout chase.
They go to where it's popping at.
He's a ring chaser. You know, anybody that ever, I don't know if any of y'all ever played in a rucker. I played in a rucker, right? Okay. And so when you play in a rucker, you don't sit there trying to change teams. Whatever squad you came into the game with, that's where you go. That's trying to take that down.
I 100% agree. When he went to Miami, I was wild. For you to be the face of the league and you go join another superstar to win your first ring, I mean,
it's the culture now.
I was that wild with that.
He had to learn how to win.
It's the culture.
Can one of y'all pull up the stats on that first ring in Miami?
He's a statistician, period.
So how did I'm saying how did he
get into that more?
We gonna get into the LeBron topic.
Yes, sir. Yes,
We
sir.
gonna get into it.
Yes, sir.
Miko,
And then, hey, just for the record, y'all, I'm not a LeBron James fan like that. I just know greatness, bro. I pay my dues when it need to be due. That's all. That's it, bro. Y'all got. I mean, I'm sorry. Y'all gotta respect them. You know what I'm saying?
I do respect him.
It's all respect, right? It's all respect. I'm just saying, as a man and as a hooper, I feel a little bit differently about some of these generational standards. That's all I'm saying. I feel a little different,
bro.
I respect the greatness. I don't believe in this whole like comparing MJ to Bron to Kobe, comparing everybody to MJ.
Why?
I do believe in someone's individual essence and greatness. I, however, stop where, you know, I don't know, chasing teams and chasing rings is kind of like getting married 6, 7, 8 times. At a certain point, you just know homeboy is used up. That's all I'm saying.
I feel you. I feel you. That's just like Jordan leaving the Bulls to go play with Larry Bird or Magic Johnson to win the ring. It's the same difference.
Can't beat them, join them.
Exactly.
We gonna get into that because
I know. I jumped the gun, but you asked.
Miko,
You asked,
why we have you on the show?
Called that man a trick.
Why we have Miko on the show?
but he called LeBron James a trick.
He is. He is. Hey. Okay, peep this. Okay, hold on. Think about how funny this would be, okay? Kanye, and let's just say he was still married to Kim Kardashian. And he comes out in social media and everything, he like, I'm about to make the decision. And then he goes and he ends up with old girl from Sinners. Okay? And then next year, he's like, I got another decision. And he ends up with old girl from Creed. Then 2 years later, think about how ridiculous this sounds. Then 2 years later, he's on his second divorce by now. And he said, you know what? I'm gonna go back to Kim Kardashian. And then he divorced her again. He back out in the street. And he said, you know what? I like the whole Faith Evans Biggie vibe. Let me go be with Faith Evans. What? I mean, you know, sports and music is synonymous, right? Sports and hip hop is synonymous.
Yeah.
You know, the greatness of what you think the idea is, and you might score everything, you might get everything you want, but you can't say it's not tarnished. I'm saying to a man in his own honor and ability, and you say that you the great one and you the king, right? And everybody witnesses. I think there's something to be said about these generations and how they operate, and saying, okay, I'm gonna chase this, because you can do great things. You can absolutely do great things. But I think there's something to be said about the old school way of saying, you know what, I came in here and I earned my way through and I built something. And it's kind of weird to be like, okay, is he going to have a statue in front of the Heat Arena, in front of the Cavs Arena, in front of the Lakers Arena? You know what I mean? Like it feels very contrived. It feels like the sport is being done a disservice, not necessarily by a lack of allegiance and a lack of loyalty to a team, but a lack of allegiance and loyalty to the people that you came to the grind with. Because in the Lou, I was accustomed to everybody getting out of the car at the same time. You know, in specific neighborhoods, you don't just ride dolo and just walk 50 feet in front of everybody, right? The same is true in a lot of other neighborhoods in the war zone in Albuquerque. You don't just like go there in late night and just go take a nice little stroll.
The war zone.
Go there with the team that you came with, and you live and die by the people that stand next to you. And I think there's a great thing about having that camaraderie and having that team and having this thing that you came with. And there's a whole lot of, I think, self-centeredness, you know, about that. And I thought that's what was really great about Kobe is some of his teams sucked when Shaq was gone. Let's keep it a buck. And he could have been like, you know what? I know my ability. And if I just have a little help and I go over here, I could take that ring easy. But Kobe, the Mamba mentality was, oh, you're playing me tonight. You're playing us tonight. And he said to his teammates, one to another, y'all better come bring your game because I'm going to be upside your head in practice and every day until you come and bring it. And that's not what I heard. And I think that's why there's such a generational gap in fans, because there's a disparity in a paradigm shift in the mind of this is what I want to see out of this entertaining sport and this great player. No doubt, great player. But I look at his resume and I end up looking at these other decisions instead of his statistics, instead of his performance, some of these other factors. And then with the advent that started with the Vlade Divac flop that is transformed into something alien in this sport, who holds that mantle as the killer of this generation, so to speak? And as much as he plays bully ball, I will use the same analogy with LeBron that I use in boxing. If you are out of your weight class, it doesn't look as great when you're bullying people in a different weight division than you really should be, and you're walking around weight and you want to lose 30 pounds and balloon the day of the match, and then try and exert that force on everybody else. Well, there's bully ball, and there's no doubt that LeBron has the intelligence and the capacity to do great things. He's been through all these coaches, as everyone says, and wins with coaches that honestly are not qualified to be coaches in my mind. They never accomplished anything. Some of them never did anything before they were with LeBron. He made the coaches. He makes a lot of the players. And so you have a generational talent that does and moves differently than everybody else. And so who would I compare him to in hip hop in that regard? I don't know. Maybe Kendrick Lamar. I don't know, because Kendrick moves different than everybody else. He ain't doing what everybody else is doing. So there is definitely a platform and a place from which we would look at LeBron from everybody else, because he's different body, different mind, different mentality, whole new generation. And he is the gap between all of today's players, Michael Jordan's generation and the generation after him. So, this is going to tell us, he's telling us where the league is going.
I got a question for you, though. So if LeBron stayed put, will he be the face of the NBA still? Will he have as many rings as he has now? Or do you think Steph will be there?
I think that's the question. And that is, in my mind, what is part of greatness is saying, you know what? You already know who you got at the table with you. That's why AI was cold. This dude had trash on his team. I can name 5 players who wouldn't have even been in the league if it wasn't for AI. Where did they go? How long did Eric Snow last after he left Philly? How long did John Lynch last after he left Philly? Like, what did these guys do when they left Philly? I think that is the impact of a great player. This dude took these cats to the finals, took these cats places they would have never, ever been, because they did not have the skill and ability to be on a roster that would have been glued together for championship purposes. So in that regard, will I say that? We don't know what the front office would have done, because the front office has been amazing. He wouldn't have been in as many championships as I would say that. Would he have as many rings? I would argue yes, because Cleveland has had some race horses in recent years. And I would argue that even though he's missed out.
You didn't answer the question that he said, though.
So short answer, would he have as many rings, right?
Right.
You jumped into another whole new.
My bad. Yes, I believe he would. I don't believe he would be in as many championships. I believe he would have as many rings.
If he would have stayed in Cleveland. That's what he asked.
If he stayed in Cleveland.
If he stayed in Cleveland.
I do believe that. I believe that he could overcome the poor roster decisions if he had just been patient, and he exerted as much force in Cleveland as he exerted everywhere else in terms of the front office, and allowed them to do what they have been doing in recent times. I think he could work with those teams. I think he could have made that work, because he's LeBron, right? He's great, right? He can make anything happen, right?
But I think that's
Or is he a clout chasing, ring chasing guy who just went to the easiest situations? I happen to believe that LeBron has the ability.
The front office changed.
It did.
It changed.
Absolutely. It did.
So if he is based on what he said, because I've said exactly what Miko been saying, I've been saying that for years.
Mm-hmm.
If he would have stayed in Cleveland, he could have won. But his mindset, he was so young and he was already labeled. He was the phenom. He was everything. At that time, all he knew was just straight basketball. He didn't know the business aspect of it. He didn't know how to win. All he knew was, let me put my shoes on, let me go play tonight.
Right.
Let me win. He didn't know the business aspect of the game, of how to get. At that time, I'm going to say, I'm not even going to put Mike in this conversation. He didn't even know how to get where Kobe got to. He couldn't. Because he never took the time to like really, he didn't have a mentor when he came into the league. It was just him because he had it all. They had labeled him as the greatest. He was the gifted. He was, what did they say? He was the what from Akron? He was the kid from Akron.
Right.
Uh-huh. And then the way his teammates
and the way, yeah. So
he came in as a kid.
No wrong. In our eyes and in the league eyes, he could do nothing wrong. He could do nothing wrong. He was the best basketball player on the planet at the time. So he never knew the business side to get to that level of, hey, I need to go talk to you guys. I'm exerting myself year after year after year. I'm knocking on the door, but I can't get in. I need help.
But you don't go sit down with the front office and say that before you just jump ship. And then
that's what I'm saying.
My whole problem with LeBron is it's not that
he didn't go to the door. He didn't go and act.
He left. That's not my whole problem. My whole problem is you went and joined another elite in the lead at the time. D Wade was the elite.
One dude on there though. D Wade
and Chris Bosh.
No,
Chris Bosh came
before.
Chris Bosh went there. Chris Bosh came when Brian went.
But bro,
it was just
I wouldn't have did
Chris Bosh came.
I wouldn't have did it if I was an NBA superstar and my face is the lead of this company. I'm not going to join teams with.
But
the next best.
What year was that?
One of the next best.
Real quick, Jesse. Real quick.
Yes, sir.
Would you say Chris Paul is an NBA superstar?
I would say he one of the best point guards.
You didn't answer the question.
But would you call him an NBA
would
superstar?
You say he is
I wouldn't say he's a superstar, but he one of the best point guards.
Okay.
That's
I see somebody trying to throw some shade, but I'll go ahead.
I'll
go ahead and speak up since somebody trying to throw some shade up in this room.
I put that shield up on.
If you want me to speak, just ask me to speak, sir. That's all you got to do. If you trying to throw some shade,
just
sir,
saying, bro.
Just ask me to speak, man. You ain't got to do that, Mr. Host, Mr. Stanton. You ain't got to do all that, sir. So, but I'm gonna go to my man.
Is Wade down the
superstar? His LeBron soliloquy was excellent. And I agree with everything you said about LeBron. 110%. I tried to preach this a while ago that he started all that madness because he is, and he was the face of the league. He was the young superstar. He came in granted as the king. I said, but he started all that. But when I said that, it was a lot of kickback because I brought in KD. I was like, LeBron did it. KD. He followed the lead. LeBron's the man. So KD came and did the same thing.
That was different, though. That was different.
LeBron went and found him some championships. So why can't I go find me some championships? What's the difference?
But that was different, though, because they was up. They had the boys up 3-1.
Tell me why it was different. Tell me why it was different.
After they came back and beat you.
You had a chance to beat them and you couldn't beat them.
So that's what I'm trying to understand when you say why you say it's different.
Because LeBron didn't go to Boston. LeBron beat Miami.
Exactly.
Boston was the problem.
It's not where you go who is that's besides
it's the difference between going somewhere and find a way to beat a team as opposed to I'm right here, I got y'all number, I got all 9 digits, area code included.
Did he show up in game 6? No, he didn't. So my thing is
so if you don't show up, that don't mean leave.
That's what I'm saying. So why leave the team that you had that was already assembled, like Miko said, it was assembled.
Mm-hmm.
Were they built to win?
Wait, you talking about Bron or KD?
No, I'm talking about KD.
Okay.
I'm talking about KD, and I'm gonna make this quick. That team was built to win.
Mm-hmm.
It just had some imperfections in it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Actually, they could have won if KD would have showed up in Game 6.
Mhm.
They would have won. He had them against the wall. But my thing is, I wouldn't leave Oklahoma City and go and play with somebody that I'm trying to beat.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Well, hold on. When you say that, when you say that, aren't you trying to win a championship? What's the goal to get what you're trying to get to?
It is the goal is the championship, but at the same time,
hold on. The goal is the championship. So LeBron left and went to win a championship. It's okay, but just because with the way KD did it, it's different. He just followed suit what LeBron did. That's all I'm saying.
No. Here's what it is. It's like if you're in a war. If it's two people in a war, one side you're starting to see, dang, we getting our ass beat.
Right.
And then you just turn around and start shooting your own people.
Yeah, well, we're not doing
You
it.
just like, I'm on your side. Pow, pow, pow. You see me? Don't shoot me. I'm shooting them.
Yeah.
Pow, pow, pow. Like, what do you mean? Like, he had all these things to say about how negative OKC was while he was there. We ain't never see that negativity when y'all was up here winning, having fun, doing handshakes, dancing, all this stuff. Now when you lose and the other team say, hey, man, come on over here.
So tell me, what did LeBron say when he left about?
Come on you here? We here. Come on, let's talk. Now all of a sudden, after having this conversation, after sitting and reflecting with myself, he said in this letter he wrote to The Athletic, I have decided to go to Golden State. See, everyone talk about LeBron and his decision. It's like LeBron's was televised. Now everybody right now long letters that are getting published. And it's always going to The Athletic. I don't know why The Athletic always
missed the point. Look, people miss the point about what LeBron's doing. There's two things that happen. There's one thing that LeBron has accomplished that nobody else has done. Because of his decisions, he has longevity. If you think about the first 5 years of LeBron's career, he was a killer. He came out there murdering people, but you know what he realized? This is my hypothesis. What he realized is that in order for him to win, he has to take the Jordan route, which means that he got to kill somebody every single night on every single, not just every single stat sheet, but intellectually and physically out on the court. So in my mind, what LeBron said as a young man was, you know what? If I have all this sway, I am the king. I'm LeBron James. I can go where I want to go. I can pick this place and I can go here and I can show them that I could win because I chose these people to be with me. Because when you think about it, it wasn't Dwayne Wade and Shaq with LeBron or whoever it was at the time. I know it was Dwayne Wade. No, it was Dwayne Wade and freaking
Chris Bosh.
It was Chris Bosh. And so he picks these guys, and Dwayne Wade was a star in his own right. Chris Bosh was like, he was borderline, right? And so what LeBron does is by managing, what has he done his entire career? He has load managed, which means he'll sit out games, he'll sit to the side, he'll be with these guys and let them manage his load as a superstar so he can do what he does. So he can take that intellectual ability and spread it across these guys and do what he wants to do. The difference between him and KD doesn't know how teams are built. KD does not have the IQ that LeBron does. I think that everyone here will agree on that because KD, if you talk about superstar, was kind of the superstar side piece on every single team that he's ever been on. He was never the guy for more than 5 minutes. So I can't take KD and put him in the same class as LeBron.
Even in the OKC?
Yeah, like what are you talking about? Like, yeah, what are you talking about?
Fiddle to Westbrook? That's what you're saying?
So what I'm saying is that LeBron made the choices to go where he wanted to go, and he had the impact that you would expect LeBron to have. KD, in my mind, is comparing himself to LeBron and saying he's just as great and he's doing these things, but he wasn't always on. Like he's great, but he's not great he's a tier 2 great. He's not a tier 1 great like LeBron. So in my mind, comparing the moves that they made were totally different. And KD going to certain teams, I think, was him making decisions out of convenience rather than strategy. I think that KD made convenient decisions rather than strategic ones. And it hasn't exactly resulted in the same type of success because he's not the same type of
Jesus, LeBron, 2 months in a row. What is going on
when
here?
LeBron went to Miami,
Wow.
You
might as well.
We got a full house, baby.
People around them got better. People around
breaking
They just
into
won a
the
ring
show,
in 06
running down the
Miami
ramp. You
when
heard
Shaq
the
was
glass
there,
Shaq.
but Wade.
T-Bone,
Right?
T-Bone, T-Bone, T-Bone. I can't say the other one for copyright reasons, but yeah, T-Bone Funk. Welcome to the show. Oh, got a drink in the stuff.
T-Bone, first time, long time here. Just listening in on this LeBron and KD talk, and
he a fool. No,
he's serious. He gonna get there.
He's serious.
That LeBron guy, he didn't kill it when he had to face Orlando in the playoffs. I just want to put that out there right now. That he lost. But hey, why is it okay? Why is it okay for LeBron to do what he needs to do to get himself in a championship position, but it's not okay for KD? I don't understand.
So I'm not saying it's okay, but the ways
like
and the
this guy.
reasonings were different.
I like this guy.
I didn't never say it was okay.
One went to gain experience, the other one because I don't want to do this anymore. Like,
LeBron, you just said as I was sitting in the lobby that LeBron will sit out games and load manage, and I don't really remember a lot of players doing that before LeBron. That's just me.
That's what he's saying, though.
I get that's what he said. My point is soft, however you want to say it. This guy is able to come out here and do things, and we're giving excuses. Oh, he's got to load manage. He's got to rest. I don't remember the '92 Dream Team doing this. I don't remember the '96 Dream Team doing this. Now,
we talking about two different leagues, though, too, boss man. Back in the '90s, compared to LeBron in them era, that's two different NBAs.
Why?
You said why? Because it's a lot more softer now.
I just said that.
Why again?
I just said they soft.
He said it's soft.
You missed the conversation earlier, but it's different generations, so it's different.
Y'all agree with each other.
My things with LeBron is I don't like that LeBron don't have the killer instinct that Kobe or Jordan had.
That's the difference. KD,
LeBron is a pass player
out because KD and LeBron did the same thing, except the difference is LeBron has the mental acuity to pick a team that he will actually win with, knowing what his strengths are. KD, he has 2 championships, and that's great. But KD doesn't bring to the table the same thing in the same dimensions LeBron does. They are different players. But I'm not dissing the choices he made. I'm saying he didn't make the best choices. I'm saying he could have did some different things to get himself some rings, but he chased the money first.
Wait, he chased the money first? Because I thought he got the rings first, and then he chased the money.
Basically, he a killer, but he ain't no attack.
I think he makes his decisions out of convenience, and he merely was able to get lucky. But I don't think he made decisions that, in long term and longevity, and building his legacy, that he was on the teams that he was going to win with. I mean, Phoenix.
Question here:
have they ever been known for any kind of defense? He needs to be on a team that has some strengths.
Is KD going to make it into the Hall of Fame?
Yes,
that was
definitely we're gonna make it.
Championships.
Made it in the Hall of Fame.
Is winning championships. He has 2, and that's
great.
He
gonna make it.
So he's got 2, and then he got paid by people that wanted to pay him more money.
The point I was making is that he did not make the best business decisions when it came to winning championships. He did not get on teams that did not expose his weaknesses, and LeBron simply doesn't have nearly as many weaknesses as KD does.
Are championships a business decision, or is money a business decision?
They both go hand in hand.
Do they? Because cash goes on your income statement. Championships don't.
I mean, everybody gets paid in the league, man. So at the end of the day, the trophy is king.
I was just saying that LeBron and KD followed suit. That's all it is. LeBron did his, and he got applauded for it. KD did his, and they shot him up. You know what I'm saying? Talk bad about him and this. What happened? KD went and got his rings, and that is that. I mean, LeBron did the same thing. Went and got his rings, but KD gets all the flack.
You know who he should really be compared to? His other Oklahoma City teammates that he left, Russell Westbrook and James Harden. Let's compare him to them.
Aren't those trades?
How they doing?
I mean,
So real quick, I feel like if LeBron had gone to Boston, the team that beat him,
right,
then yeah, it would have been the same flack that KD got. So yeah, in that era, it would have been the same. But you didn't go to the team that just beat you after you had an opportunity to beat them. You didn't even try to work on where you messed up and come back next year. You came back next year with them. It was like, hey guys.
LeBron had the opportunity to go to a used car or get a new car. Which one you picking?
I'm keeping the car. I got it. If ain't nothing wrong with it.
We talking about he was in the market for another car.
There was nothing wrong with the car. There was nothing wrong with the car. All he had to do was
LeBron.
drive.
Are we talking about LeBron right now? Because I'm talking about LeBron.
Wait, no, I was talking about KD. You talking about LeBron?
I said LeBron was in the market for another car. He could either go with a used car in Boston that was aging, or he could go younger and get a new car. Which one you picking?
We're not even talking about aging. We're talking about how you fare.
Well, you said Boston, but Boston was aging at that point. How many more years did those guys stay in the league after that?
Beat him. Listen to what I'm saying, T-Bone. Boston beat him.
Understood.
Just like Golden State beat KD.
Understood.
Go to the team that beat him, whether they were aging or not. And they still had some years after that.
How'd they do after that?
Years before Danny Ainge and them split them up. They were still together.
Before Ray Allen with him within 2 years after they left.
Ray Allen did the same thing. Now Ray Allen need to catch some flack. Ray Allen is one that need to catch flack.
No, all I'm saying is you're talking about a team that wasn't structured to be together for the long term.
You said what?
The team was aging. That's why he wouldn't have considered that, because how many years you got with that team when they're older, much older than he is.
You want to go age. You want to go age. We're not talking age, but you want to talk age. If we're comparing it, age wasn't the thing for OKC.
I don't
understood.
Wasn't the problem. OKC was a young squad, just like Golden State was a young squad. OKC just had Golden State. They're the same. They're within the same age. T-Bone, stop looking around. KD and Steph ain't that far apart. Trying to figure it.
Just like Dwayne Wade and LeBron.
Talent-wise, they couldn't afford to keep all those guys. That's been a discussion that's long been over for a long time.
Which is why
they had people with that had injuries and all kinds of things happen where they just had a perfect storm. And
Miko running us off the rails. Hey, you know what, Miko? We saving you for last for every topic from here on out. Jesus. We said what's the word for one person, and we 45 minutes in. Craig. Craig, come on, what's the word? You usually ain't got one, so if you got one, I know it's gonna be quick. What's going on?
The word is Miss Dub. I love Miss Dub. Y'all gotta understand Miss Dub has got to be the best listener, fan, person on this earth. Y'all gotta understand Miss Dub is this wonderful, beautiful, kind, and giving Miss Dub. I love you, Miss Dub. That's sincerely from me, Craig Black, and the whole Burton and Craig Shields Foundation. You are just wonderful. Fellas, y'all gotta understand, she just made a donation to my foundation, and I'm not going to disclose the amount, but you see the smile on my Miss Dub. Miss Dub. Community Cuts for Kids is coming to St. Louis next week, but that is the word. The word is Miss Dub. That's my word, and I'm done. I love you, Miss Dub. Thank you. She's amazing. That woman is beautiful, baby.
Sadal, what's the word, brother?
Man, there's been a lot of deaths over the past week, but there's one life we got to celebrate, and that's one Deion Sanders. He came out this week and basically disclosed that he had a battle with cancer here, man. Bladder cancer, a deadly form of bladder cancer, and by the grace of God, they was able to save his life, by catching it. They had to remove his bladder and replace it with part of his small intestine. to do it. But he's here, you know, he's with us. And like he said, it could have been a different gathering.
Yes.
And so, you know, amidst all the things, the craziness that's been going on this past week, I want to, you know, send out some praises and some, you know, thanks, thank you, Lords, to Deion Sanders, man.
That Karuchi Tran move was a hell of a move there, baby.
Craig, shut up, bro, man. Oh my God. Look,
I tried, man.
just understand. He may have dropped one problem with cancer, but with that video, he may have picked up another. In Chris Brown. Mario, what's the word, brother? What you want to talk about?
Man,
that song for me.
Let's go with Agent Zero, y'all.
Yeah.
Let's go with Agent
Oh,
Zero.
dang, bro.
What happened, brother?
Man,
Yes.
why would you want to have? I mean, why would you want to even? I mean, why?
Get it out, bro.
I mean, why? You already been in the trouble with the law one time before.
In the
Right.
league. In the locker
Right.
room.
Now you want to get the feds involved with illegal gambling, but at your house though.
And look, if the
Whoa,
same problem,
it's his actual house that he's living in?
It was at his residence.
At his
Yes.
residence?
Yes.
Wow. I thought
And
it was
not
like
to
a house
mention,
that
he got
just
one
had
of the
sitting.
top podcasts out right now.
Arena.
He do.
Hey,
So who your mole is, bro? Who you letting in your house?
You need to look at the last nigga that
It's a
lost.
mole in that. It's a mole in that circle.
House, man.
The last dude that lost.
Somebody.
Hey, the last dude that lost, he got his body. Cause Gil gonna talk his stuff too. He gonna blow you down. He gonna make you mad, and he gonna be like, "I'm gonna tell the police on you."
I wanted to laugh, but I was like, bro, you done just been in a couple of years. You've been in trouble with the law. You're supposed to write a clean slate now. And like you say, he do got one of the hottest podcasts that's out there.
Yeah,
boy.
Yes.
So now you just
In a
said,
short time.
so now that gun that you brought to the locker room, you done just shot yourself in the foot.
Classico.
You done did a
Classico first. Strikes
You know what I'm
again.
saying?
Crazy.
But that's my word right there, man. And I appreciate that right there, Smooth. You know, but that's sad, man. That's real sad.
All right. T-Bone, if you got a word, brother.
You know, I do, brother. This past month, as we stated, you know, there's been a lot of losses and everything, and I have to talk about one that is near and dear to probably all of us. I mean, me as a wrestler, I cannot go this show without telling you about what a loss the wrestling community has had and how I feel about it. This guy, who I have seen since I was probably 3 years old, he made a big impact on me, man. That's right. I'm talking about Theo Huxtable. That's right. Malcolm Jamal Warner was a wrestler on the Cosby Show. One of the first people that I ever saw. Made a big impact. Cool dude. Seemed like a good guy. Wish I could have met him. There was another guy I met one time, but we won't talk about him. We're going to talk about Malcolm Jamal Warner. I just want to say he was a wrestler on the show. Meant a lot to me. That's all.
Can we also talk about how the scary similarities?
What?
Can I talk? Dang. Okay. I'm saying, can we talk about the eerie similarities between his passing and 5 years ago, Shad Gaspard? Because they were both in the water, and it's just undercurrent, whatever they're saying it was. And I believe he was by himself. But, you know, Shad, he was saving his child. But that's about maybe the third or fourth celebrity in the last 5 years that has passed in a body of water. So it's crazy. But prayers up to Malcolm Jamal Warner. I want to call his name because though Theo was a beloved character that we all grew up with, Malcolm Jamal Warner, outside of that, he was a real person who had an impact in multiple areas. It's been said multiple times. He has a Grammy He's got a Grammy in the midst of everything else that he's accomplished. Great poet, just a great brother who was always for advancing Black people in whatever way he could. Definitely lost him too soon at the young age of 54. So definitely want to say rest in peace to Malcolm Jamal Warner. Real quick, I want to get into my word. My word is infidelity. It's a cold play, ain't it? So there has been a scandal. If you've been living under a rock, some people got caught on camera, caught in 4K, candid camera 2025. So there's a very popular NBA reporter by the name of Chris Hayes. He has his own story of a Coldplay moment. And I believe I sent that video to our producer. If you would, please.
I'm covering years ago. This one player, he's a vital member of this team. I'm not going to mention the team. This one game, he's struggling. 0 for 10, missing free throws, missing layups, sweating profusely in the second quarter. I'm noticing, like, this dude, what's up with this dude? They ended up winning the game despite him having a bad performance. Thankfully, they won, so the media didn't go to him. They went to the star players who actually helped him win the game. So he's alone by his locker stalls. I go over there. I said, hey, bro, you good? I got my notepad out. I got my recorder out. You playing pretty bad. What's going on? What happened? He said, I saw my girlfriend sit next to my wife during the game. Ooh. And I said, you know what? I'll just write that you were struggling. I ain't gonna hold you down. Oh my God. I was not expecting that. So at some point that's a homie hookup. Mental health. Were they cool? Were they smiling? No.
That is NBA reporter Chris Haynes talking about a lovely time where somebody got caught. Look, what I want to know is, did they know, or was this just the craziest coincidence that could ever happen to a professional athlete?
They knew. They knew.
Looking up, you said they knew, Craig?
They knew. They knew. They knew.
Look, when he said 0 for 10 and stuff, I'm like, all right, so I know I have to run. Because that would have been everywhere. 0 for 10? You doing trash in the first quarter? I still want to know who it is. But that's one of my words. Another word is separation, termination, future endeavored. That's right. Despite winning the battle, Shannon Sharp lost the war. He is out at ESPN.
Too soon.
Yeah, no, we a sports show. We got to talk about it. So yeah, I want to talk about that. My last word: vehicles. Yeah. Vincent Kennedy McMahon was involved in a, I believe, 3-car accident last week, hours before the news of Hulk Hogan's passing came out. Now, the first 6 pictures are the victim's vehicle. The car with both front wheels missing, that's Mr. McMahon's Bentley. Real quick, I want to use Mr. McMahon as an example for something that I've been saying for the past almost 10 years now. Once you reach a certain age, if you got the money, get a driver. If you don't have the money, it should be a requirement for you to retake the test. There was a state trooper following behind him in an unmarked vehicle. He had been doing 80 to 90 miles an hour, weaving in and out of traffic. And then the trooper told the victim in the accident, when he noticed her, it was too late because he had a third eye point of view. Too late, tried to swerve, and that's how the accident took place. So, just to add on to the already heaping pile of mess that's been going on with Vincent Kennedy McMahon, I wish him the best in these future endeavors of this legal episode, because she going for money. I don't care if she got money. She knows that he got money. So her neck, her back, her neck and her back.
Yes, Lord.
But people think they are better drivers than they are. Come on, Miss Dub. Being from the lovely city of St. Louis, more importantly, transitioning to the lovely motor vehicle city of Atlanta.
Yeah, you can really see some drivers there.
Lovely drivers down the Rio. I tell you, best of the best of the best. Sorry, looking ass. So that's what's the word, fellas. Y'all got anything I want to talk about? Any word in sports? Something that's been on your
Shamar
mind?
Stewart. I want to talk about Shamar Stewart for the Bengals.
All right. What's going on with Shamar
You
Stewart?
don't even know who that is, dude.
I don't know what's going on. This is news to me.
You don't know who Shamar Stewart is?
I am lost.
The defensive end, Texas A&M that held out on his contract because he wanted a better contract.
Ooh.
And they finally gave him, they
I thought it was another
reconstructed his rookie contract. He just got drafted this year.
Oh, that's him. I thought
And he was
another
holding
person.
out. And he didn't want to sign, but they finally they let in and let him, gave him a new contract.
That's good.
And he trashed. he trashed.
I should have told you that was going to happen.
I don't like that.
He only had 3 sacks in his college career.
Huh?
He only had 3 sacks in his college career.
Right. But what did he get the, you know?
Scotty, we're going to put a pin in that. We're going to come back real quick.
All right. Yes, sir.
Come back real quick.
Yes, sir.
Jesse, you got a word that's on your mind?
I just want to give a shout out to Clarissa T-Rex Shields, baby. She is the greatest woman of all time. And if Ali daughter get in the ring with her, it's gonna be a slaughter.
It's over with.
All right, cool.
That's it. That's all.
Scotty, I want to come back to you now. You were talking about him holding out for his rookie contract. Like you just
he didn't like the
you holding out for better numbers. Like they just called your name.
You
like
just
they just
got
read
called,
your
bro.
call.
In
The
April.
ink's still fresh. It ain't even dry. In April. We're in July. And already he holding out.
He held out.
And that's for who? Cincinnati?
Yep, the Bengals.
Has that ever been done before?
I thought there was another player doing that. I'm guessing that was his name because I was like, oh, it was him. I thought
They
it
gotta
was
be
him.
him. That's him. Number 97.
They found money for the rookie, and you can't find money for Trey Hendricks. You can't find money for Trey Hendricks.
We gonna get to that.
That's different money. That's different money, though. That's different money.
It's different money.
It's different money.
We gonna get to that.
I just dropped the gym. Dropped the gym. That's
dropped one real good.
That's all.
That too is also crazy. But would you say that him holding out right now for his rookie contract will have anything to do with the money he may or may not have been getting in college with these NIL deals?
It was actually a rumor that he was gonna go back to Texas A&M.
Mm-hmm.
So when I heard that rumor that he was gonna go back, I said that NIL money gotta be good. It gotta be more than what the Bengals offer.
Yeah, that NIL money gotta be beautiful, don't it?
That's beautiful.
That's gonna be a thing.
That contract,
about
it'd be a shame if somebody went ahead and stuck their nose in the business that didn't pertain to them, right?
Nice.
If somebody were predicting that.
Hey, you good at what you do, dude.
You
good at what you do, boy.
But you know, such is the life of a politician. I don't know if you guys saw, but that orange dried up crusty Cheeto done ordered. Let me get the words because I ain't gonna say his name, but I'm gonna describe him very well. He's directed members of his cabinet to develop a plan within the next 30 days, and this was from July 24th, aimed at preserving college sports opportunities and preventing college athletes from becoming professionals. So
what?
Exactly. What are you doing? So are you trying to make the infinite college athlete?
He's a businessman.
Are you?
They're trying to make sure that athletes don't become employees of the school. That's what it is. Which is what I've been telling y'all for the past 10 months was going to happen.
T-Bone, I was about to segue to you. Dang.
I mean, the whole thing is right now.
Of the school. Okay.
Right now, college athletes, like other people in the school, college athletes of all sports are athletes or amateurs. They don't really they're not counted as employees, even though if you look at every statutory definition of an employee, they're employees. So they're getting close, and there's a bunch of lawsuits out there where the athletes have been trying to get that employee status or also form unions, in which some cases there's been a couple that have formed unions. I can't remember the specific schools, but the main thing is, okay, y'all can get that NIL money, but we don't want y'all to get too much money because we don't want y'all to have too much control, and they don't want the athletes to get that employee status because employee status comes with a lot more stuff than even if it's just making payments like benefits of all types.
I want to read another piece of this paragraph here. The order sets out specific guidelines for preserving athletic scholarships based on an athletic department's annual revenue. More importantly, it declares that schools should not permit athletes to accept third-party pay-for-play payments, otherwise known as
NIL.
There you go. And so the NCAA has always prohibited pay-for-play payment from third parties. In the past several years, college sport leaders have struggled to find ways to stop boosters at the industry's wealthiest schools from paying athletes via contracts that are endorsement deals on paper, but function in reality as de facto salaries.
Once again, the man in the system is trying to control what the kids are doing. Once again, you finally give the kids some way to get paid to make their own money, and they got to put their hands in the cookie jar. They got to control what's going on. This is why the NCAA is terrible.
What's this got to do with NCAA?
Because the NCAA probably lobbied to get the green man to speak up. They probably did a little slush fund for his ass to do this, to make this come about, to get him talking. That's what the NCAA does. The little orange dude is in there talking, trying to mess up the kids' money because, like you said, they're getting too much control. They're starting to make too much money. What's too much? They're doing it for the ancestors. For the last 70 years of people not getting paid. They're getting paid for all the college athletes that didn't get a dime for winning 2 Heisman trophies back to back and not make 1 cent off his back. Come on now. That's what they're doing. That's what they you know, the ancestors are finally raising up and getting these young people paid. Come on now. It's control. It's control. And I'm saying, yes, the NCAA, the system, the man, it's all wrapped up in one, man. It's all one big colluded family. That's what it is, man. But that's just my opinion. But I know the legal
it has to be
T-Bone is gonna come in with the legal stuff. But
but I was gonna say, you want to know what's funny? You know, on the Supreme Court, and I think by now everybody knows how the Supreme Court is made up. You know who actually was in favor of the athletes in the decision that was made by the Supreme Court?
Who?
Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh was actually in favor of the students when he's like, yeah, just because y'all been doing this system for so long, this amateur thing, I mean, y'all kind of hiding behind that, you know. They didn't actually make a decision that actually did anything, but his words went into the lawsuits or not, or you know, on the record, so you can actually see what he says, which it was basically seeming like it was trending in a direction where if these cases make it up to the Supreme Court was probably, I can't say likely because
bring that back up. This Smooth with Miss Dub just posted.
Dartmouth, yes.
Look, come on now. They do not want these students to have any type of power. They want to keep them in their place. Come on.
The reality is that the education system is for profit. So you talk about their image and likeness and all these other things. It's akin to telling some kid who is doing YouTube or whatever the streaming stuff is, platform, making millions of dollars. Okay, because you're not of certain age or this, that, and the third, you got to stop. And so the way that they could keep it really education, and I don't know how much it be like that, but if they require 9 credits, that are part and fulfill the prereqs as far as general education, that includes stuff like personal finance or life-changing resources like trauma counselors, those type of things that can change the trajectory of their lives and become part of their eligibility. You got to complete these 9 credits in order to have these benefits. That keeps it kind of within the educational vein. Let them make as much as they want to make, but you're there to educate them. It's the business, and what they're providing is a product for these schools. I mean, why is it so fuzzy? Because at the end of the day, they're making billions of dollars off of.
Say that again. They're making what?
Billions of dollars.
Oh, billions.
So can I play devil's advocate to that point? And again, I'd like to make it clear. I'm not opposed to students getting NIL money at all. I want to make that clear before I even say what I'm about to say.
Sometimes I wonder.
I do too.
Because NIL money is coming from third parties overall. That's not directly the schools that's paying that money.
I bet if the band was getting money, he wouldn't care. No, let me stop.
No, I wrote a whole journal article that the band should be considered employees of the school. The same way that the athletes should.
But hold up, you said third party. What's a booster?
I mean, it's still technically a third party. I mean, they may be as
so hold. So the school can have a third party, but the kid can't.
That's not what I said. I said that the school could be paid by third parties, not the school. Because here's the thing: if you, Craig, are billionaire Craig, and you went to Mizzou, right, and you want to get a student to Mizzou, and you are giving money from your billions, you know what's not happening? It's not increasing the tuition of the students who are going to Mizzou just because Craig wants this person at the school. Now, back to Miko. What I was going to say is you can make the argument that the students are absolutely generating millions and billions of dollars for these schools, right? But if you are individual football player number 40,032 and you are trying to make a name for yourself, how much money in marketing would you have to spend in order to get the money, in order to get the same value for playing on those Saturday afternoons? Because you're trying to market yourself to the NFL. So without the NCAA, how much money would you have to spend to be able to get that type of visibility on yourself?
Wait.
Consequently, also, these are the people who argue over these same players. That's a catch-22 because without the players, you don't get the product. So you can make that argument about a specific player, but they're there for a reason. If they didn't have the talent and the ability and
understood
in a certain class.
Understood it. And we've already said that they're making billions of dollars for them. Sure. But how much money would those students, sorry for background noise, how much money would those students have to pay to get the same type of publicity to get to the next level that's really going to pay them in the long run?
But they're still athletes, and the system is still there. So it's a hollow question because
what I said is, what I'm saying is, if the NCAA is, because students don't have to go to the NCAA, they can go anywhere else.
But my thing is,
NCAA didn't exist. Where are they going to get that type of advertising for themselves?
But my thing is that's irrelevant. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's truly irrelevant, right? Simply because of the amount of money that the schools make, that's irrelevant. And we know that they generate enough money that if they took the time to really put together a system, they could really pay Division 1, 2, and 3. They could pay all the divisions if they took the time to actually do that, but they don't want to do that because they are greedy. They don't want to divide up this money. Let's get to the heart of the matter. They don't want to give up none of the money, man. And that's the bottom line. And now that these kids are getting the money, they like, oh, you taking money out of my pocket. You know what? Orange dude, get in their ass, get my money back. You know what the Orange is going to do? He's going to bend over, sign his little executive order with his small hands, and make it happen for him. Come on now, we know the game. Why it's politics. That's what it is. It's straight politics. They don't want. It's like what's going on with that big beautiful bill. They want to hold the small man down so the big boys can keep all the money, man. It gets deeper. It gets so deep. It's crazy right now. But that's the state of this whole thing we call this glorious country. But I'll stop and take another drink. You know,
so many pauses. He said, "Get my ass, get that money back, bend over and sign." They going deep.
And that's just what he gonna do.
Yo. What, Craig? That was 3 in succession. Like, Jesus.
My bad, Smooth. I'm sorry. I know it's a family show. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
All right. Anybody else got any thoughts about this?
I'm good. I'm good.
All right. Everybody good? On the topic. All right. Let's keep this train rolling. Now, we had to move some things around, but have you all heard the news about Teddy Bridgewater?
Man,
the asinine situation that this is.
I read it, but I done forgot it.
So Teddy Bridgewater right there holding up a championship trophy. Yeah, you see that? That was just a year ago. Well, because he put forward his own money
Own money.
to secure travel, food, training, just trying to make it better for his athletes, as most coaches do without his millions. Like his coaches scrapping, trying to make better for their players, and they're not getting penalized to our knowledge. But because, I'm just going to say, because Teddy Bridgewater got it, and because he did it, they didn't like it. So he is banned, what is it, for a year?
Nah, I think it was.
I forget how
6
long
months?
the ban is, but he's not allowed to participate in any of his coaching duties right now for the foreseeable future. I'll just say that. That's
high
anywhere from
school,
6
right?
months
That was
to a
Okay,
year.
but
In high school, yeah.
The main thing,
Florida high school.
the main thing that I'm gonna say
Florida
that sucks about that is he asked them for donations, and they looked at him like he was crazy. So once he started paying for those students, athletes, and taking care of them, now it's a problem. He asked for the donations. Y'all didn't want to give him the donations.
But my question
They
is,
didn't. They don't even have activity buses. You know, we out here in Hazelwood,
right?
So we got activity buses after practice.
Yeah,
they don't even get them kids that out there. So he was paying for Uber rides, food,
training as well.
To rehydrate them. You know how they get the workout done after the practice. Yeah. Nobody came to their aid, so he took it into his hands and to suspend him,
right?
Because y'all didn't want to help him, and then when he asked y'all was acting like, nah, fool, you a millionaire, you do it. Then when he did it, now it's a problem. Ain't that crazy?
What's the violation in it though? That's
Yeah,
what I'm not
like
understanding. What if me spending my own hard-earned money on children to make them better? How do I get penalized for that?
Exactly, and he asked for better field conditions, all that stuff. Then once this man straight started paying for that, they straight violated this dude.
That's crazy.
Like, how that makes sense?
When you read it, they said the problem was
if it was Tom Brady
giving them, he was giving them higher benefits than the competition.
I mean,
you know, it's like he just bought the world for them. But when you read it, like it's just rides, it's food. It's helping. It's actually looking after the well-being of the kids, and they're making it about something other than the well-being of the kids. So it's a targeted thing.
Well, y'all make the lawyer the bad guy here. All right, I'm not a lawyer yet, but I mean, here's what I'll say.
In practicing,
I already think it's a bad look overall, whatever the rule is. But the question is, what's the rule? And I would guess that if his school doesn't have that stuff, I'm going to guess that the other schools that he's against probably doesn't have that same stuff too.
U City versus Ladue.
Point is,
like, no.
What's the point?
Being here in St. Louis. Now,
again, I can't say all. All I'm saying is that if another school has those same conditions that he's going against, and he's providing for the players, that's going to be the argument that's going to be used. Is you're giving an advantage that these other coaches aren't millionaires in the high school level. I mean, maybe they.
So if you go that route, then you can go for those schools that have the alumni associations that always give back to make sure that the athletes have that thing. You all being products of Normandy, me being product of U City. Smoooth.
Hey man, you ain't gotta put that out there. All right? You ain't gotta put that out there, public, if you will.
You ain't proud. You ain't got your Viking pride. Shame on you.
It depends on the day of the week.
Us being products of our respective school districts. When we go against the Ladue Horton Watkins, the Claytons, the John Viennes, the John Burroughs, all those schools that don't have the money from millionaire coaches, but have the money from millionaire former people that went there and invest back. What's the difference? Please tell me what the difference is.
Please.
That's
because I got it.
I'm just telling you what the argument. Yeah, I'm not saying I agree. I already said that the rule is probably just bad as it is. I'm just saying that that's what the argument's going to be.
That's what it is right there.
Definitely, Miss Dub.
That says it right there.
What's the beautiful woman name?
Miss
Dub.
That says it right there.
That is Miss Dub, the most beautiful woman on this earth.
Shout out Miss Dub, man.
Yes, Miss Dub.
W's in the chat for Miss Dub, man.
Better not say nothing bad about Miss Dub.
I ain't got nothing to say, Craig.
Nothing. Look, hey, we ready to ride with look, we was finna jump Smooth one day. He
I
made us
feel
think
fight
Mr.
now.
Dub was gone.
Yeah, he did.
Jump Smooth live on air. Yeah, you ain't never living at that. Never.
That's Smooth.
On air. He made us think Miss Dub made the transition to the great sports fan department in the sky. No, like we was ready. Like Miss Dub.
Oh man. Hey, Smooth, we're gonna have a problem, sir. We're gonna have a problem. We're gonna have some problems, man.
Golly. He was on time too with that.
Craig ain't right at all. But look, I think it's safe to say that everyone here, maybe with the exception of T-Bone in law theory, but I said in law theory, just in law theory.
Yeah, you.
Like, but other than that, we all realize that this is a penalty that shouldn't have been handed down. But unfortunately, stupid rules are stupid rules, and you gotta follow them. I guess.
Without rules, it's chaos.
Like you said, I guess.
If you have organizations that exist for the younger kids, the everykidsports.org, the allkidsplay.org, we talking about getting $700 a kid. You know, with teams like that equates to probably close to $20,000 for football teams. You know, if a school does its diligence, they could find funding for their kids so they don't have to be jealous. But I mean, at the end of the day, you know, you have a guy who came in and he did what he thought was best for the kids that he coaches. And anytime that this has ever happened in the history of education, there's been pushback. Freedom riders. You know, it's not even sports.
Or can I just say that maybe, just maybe,
he ain't gonna like that.
Teddy should have hired himself a good attorney to figure out the best pathway to make this money go to the students without directly coming from him. And that is why you pay for an attorney. So things like this don't happen.
Whoa. Wait. T-Bone be on it, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
I didn't know that, Miss Dub. I did not know that. They got money. So, but anyway,
it ain't like he ain't got a wealth manager. That's all I'm saying.
East St. Louis Flyers.
They do the same
They
thing.
do the same thing.
That's the system now. That's how it's done.
But Mario, did you have a
turn
question?
that into a business thing now when they recruit these kids.
I think you know the bottom line was in this whole thing.
Wait, what you got?
Oh, yeah. Let me let the dog go.
Finish your thoughts. Go ahead.
I think the main thing here is the athletic director of the school had some personal beef with Teddy Bridgewater as when he came into the school and helped the kids. It was like a personal kind of deal, and he made it into, you know, this whole ordeal. That's all it is. That's all it is at the end of the day.
That's how I look at it too.
So you think if he would have like went to the coordinator to be like, hey, I got this plan to do this. Like if you would have included him in the plan, you think he would have had a different tone?
No, it's flat out jealousy.
It is
for what it was.
If he would have put that money into the actual school, it wouldn't have been the question.
It was
to his players. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was the athletic director's jealousy and, you know, envy of the whole situation.
Why hire him then?
Get rid of him.
Don't be acting like that. Gosh, just let my boy see my boy slip back after the season was over. His high school season was over there. He was back a quarterback for the Detroit Lions.
He need to be starting because Jared Goff ain't the answer, but that's another story.
Whoa. I can't let you talk about Jared
as a
like
Rams
that.
fan, I'm gonna talk about him as much as I want to, but
because he left y'all.
No, he got traded.
Y'all left him, and that boy balled out.
It was
he balled out.
Both of them.
As long as he in my division, he'll never get a ring. Long as he in my division, he'll never get a ring. He better go over there somewhere
to the AFC.
Yeah, he better go find something safe to do.
Speaking of the AFC, the NFC, the West, the South, the East, the North, guess what, y'all? The NFL season starts tomorrow.
Let's go.
Tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
What is that? The Hall of Fame game?
The Hall of Fame game, yeah.
Who's in it right now this year?
I don't know.
I don't know neither.
2 teams. I'm gonna play the first game. It ain't never 2 teams.
2 bums. If it ain't the Eagles, they some bums.
It's probably gonna be the Browns and the Raiders. That sounds like two bum teams.
Yeah.
Browns and Raiders for the Hall of Fame game. You know it's got to be the Raiders for John Madden.
But I got the Browns for my biggest storyline. I do.
Let me tell you how the Browns and storylines don't fare well. Is who?
Chargers and Lions.
The Chargers and the Lions.
That's good.
Ooh, that's a nice.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Justin Herbert, Jared Goff. We just talking about now. That might be something to see.
I like that. But as the NFL season comes to its beginning tomorrow, we want to talk about what the biggest storylines right now for this upcoming season are. Jesse.
Why you say it like that?
Jesse, Reverend Jesse. Hey, the biggest storyline of this season is the Denver Broncos is winning the Super Bowl, baby. Let's get it. You hear me? Let's go. Let me talk.
What's in that red cup he got?
Baby,
I ain't gonna let y'all talk about my cousin.
Y'all seen the last year. Don't forget, baby.
Talk your stuff,
Let's
bro.
go.
Talk your stuff.
I know what's in my red cup, but I
we got rid of Russell. Glad we got rid of Russell. You see what the Steelers just did with him? We glad we got rid of him, man. Get him out of here.
Matter of fact, we gonna get back to that because the Steelers did a whole bunch of wrong stuff.
Yeah, I don't know how they ain't pick up my boy.
Scotty, let's get to it. Let's talk about this your delusional storyline as well. Because you said what?
The Browns.
What did you say?
Hey, this is Super Bowl champ, my nigga.
No.
Browns got you. Yep. Talk yourself.
Pull it out.
No, I was gonna say. You see me reaching.
I almost forgot that.
I was gonna say. Hold on. Excuse me.
No.
Oh, he went out the rain.
Talk your talk.
Yeah.
Talk your talk.
Y'all can read
Talk
me.
your talk.
Hey, shout out my mama.
Talk your talk.
Shout out
baby.
Princess Kelly. Shout out my daughter. Boy. Y'all can read me.
Wait a minute. I like how you said y'all can ring me this, ring me that. Remember, 3 years ago, after getting the sack in both games, I'm talking about number 99, the unstoppable.
Aaron Donald.
If that boy was on that front line against y'all last year, that would have been a totally different story. But you know
What he was gonna do?
the same thing he always does.
Man, please.
Give that's nightmare.
He's reaching now.
I'm reaching. All right,
Reaching.
Can we get the storyline?
But but anyway, man, I really want to know, man. My biggest headline heading to the season is the Browns, bro, and they quarterback room. They got Shador.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
They got Kenny Pickett. They got Joe Flacco, and then they also still got Dylan Gabriel and Deshaun Watson.
I don't want to.
He might be washed.
He done.
No, so
But
he's not washed, but this injury is a good cover up for him to get released for this.
He's gonna be a good backup.
Man, they
He gonna
paying
be a
that
good
boy all
backup.
that money out.
All
that money up.
They pitching off that money. They be restructuring
They
that
got
contract so they can do
guaranteed money.
But who you guys think is gonna be week one starting quarterback?
They're gonna have to give it to Joe.
Well,
Flacco.
they're gonna go with Flacco.
They're gonna go with Flacco.
I don't see them going with Flacco.
Well, we unfortunately
I can see Kenny Pickett 1, and I can see Shador 2
at week 1.
Yeah, I could.
Maybe by
week 7.
Week 7.
Week 7. Because by week 7, you gotta listen to who wanted him on the team, and that's the owner. So eventually,
he did talk crazy. He said that was another pick. Shador got picked up.
There's one problem with Shador getting his starts, and that's right now in training camp, he is not getting the reps that is required for him to get ready for the season. When you look at training camp is used for teams to get ready for the season, and as training camp goes on, the those that get the most reps are more than likely getting the start for that season. And right now, Shador is not getting those reps on the first team as the other quarterbacks. And so there's a fear right now that he's not going to get those same opportunities. He's going to have to be pretty much be a superstar in the little starts that he has in the preseason just to even get a shot at getting on the field at this point.
Well, aren't they evaluating them to know why?
Who's so who's getting the most reps right now? Is it Flacco?
Flacco, Pickett, right now.
Flacco, Dylan Gabriel.
He's not getting as many reps as Pickett. Pickett's getting more reps than him.
Yep, Pickett's getting more reps. That's the word.
Shador is just throwing a water
out of Cleveland, because I'm following this. A lot of the reports out of Cleveland is saying that Shador hasn't had as many reps at all in practice. Dylan Gabriel has more reps in there, but it's more on the second team. But as far as Shador, he's got the least reps out of all four quarterbacks right now.
Sorry to cut you off, man. Whoa, Dylan Gabriel is getting more reps on second than Shador.
Now, to be fair,
I believe that.
To be fair, Dylan Gabriel was he was one of the final four for the Heisman this past year. So they're probably taking that into consideration. Of course, I ain't never gonna say nothing bad about the boy. He's a product of the University of Oregon. So, I do feel like they screwed him in drafting him to the Browns. The minute they drafted Shador Sanders, I was like, that made no sense.
That didn't.
Like, there's like a little mini scandal of like who was the advocate for Shador, or who is the advocate for Shador right now. And then when you're in camp, especially when you are a rookie or a guy that's trying to make the squad, there's usually someone on the squad, like a coach, assistant coach, that vouch for you. And right now, there's not anybody in that room that can really vouch you for him, because the word is that they didn't really want him in the first place. Haslam, the owner, wanted to pick him, and he kind of forced their hand to pick him because they already picked Dylan Gabriel before him. So they that's not even their first choice. So who is Sanders right now?
No, the owner came out and said that was another exec in that organization picked to get Shador. He said he didn't want Shador. He didn't say it physically like that. He basically was saying he didn't want Shador. He gave that pick to somebody else.
That's what he's saying. That's what he's telling the media. Yes, because think about it. He was the guy that gave the fully guaranteed money to Deshaun Watson. He wants that heat off of him.
That ball. He's somewhat right now.
In the long run, I think I'm be honest with y'all. It may sound crazy.
I want nothing to do with this decision.
It may sound crazy, but I think in the long run, this is kind of better for Shador, simply because he doesn't have to come out as a starter with all that pressure on him, because they're going to pick him apart. I've said this time and time again. I think if he's a starter anywhere right now, they're going to tear his game down no matter what he does. He's going to have to be an elite status to win in this league, because all the commentators, the media, they're going to drag him down immediately. As soon as he throws a pick, as soon as his footwork ain't right, his mechanics, something go, they're going to tear him down. So right now, let him go ahead and sit on the bench, let all these other players get in front of him, Flacco going fizz out, Pickett's going, whatever his name is, I don't even know who the hell he is. He's going to throw a couple of picks. They get the Heisman hopeful out there, do whatever. Let him come in and be the Superman. He'll come in and save the day, because we know where he can ball, but let him come off the bench with no pressure and just play his game. So
I think they're going to put, as I'm reading into the reports, the more I think that they're going to put Shador on the practice squad.
He won't make the practice squad. He have to clear waivers. They're gonna cut Kenny Pickett. He's gonna be third string, and one of two things is gonna happen. Either he's gonna get traded before week 4, or he's gonna end up starting by week 7 or 8. And the reason why I say that is this: like early on in the first couple weeks, he did get first string reps.
He was,
and he was making crazy reads, and everybody was saying, "Oh my God, they made some terrible decision drafting Dylan Gabriel." And to quell that, what they do, they toss that boy with, toss him with the 4th string, because he was I watched his tape. His tape did not lie. He was looking guys off. He was making super fast reads, and he was challenging Flacco in the early days. So what I'm saying is this, is that they know what they have in him. But I think the bigger question is more of the whole thing that happened with the league. And if I'm looking at all of these interviews, everyone is scared to say, I picked up Shedeur, because I think everyone was supposed to let him fall completely out of the draft, and they didn't. And somebody called his number, and I think the league is pissed, and they want to know. And I really think that folks are digging, and all of that is a dynamic with everything else. I don't think the talent matters. I think that he has it. I mean, look at the projections. Look at what all the prognosticators have said. So I think at the end of the day, it's just a wait and see game. I think we could just roll the dice and anybody could be right.
I agree with that. I agree with that assessment. He did look good on the few highlights that I've seen and some of the throws. And not only that, we're not the only ones saying what you're saying, Miko. A lot of the people that are there at practice at Brown's camp are saying the same things. But it's just that he just doesn't have an advocate right now, and the fear is he is not getting those chances.
So, Sadal, we'll just keep it with you. What's your NFL storyline for this season?
The one NFL storyline is basically the storyline that the league doesn't want you to know, and that is the collusion case and the whole situation with the NFL Players Association. On the one hand, there was a bombshell report that came out maybe a couple weeks ago where the arbitrator that was looking into the a case against the NFL said that there wasn't any collusion that he can prove, but as the report went on, there was indeed collusion happening. But the problem was the NFL Players Association didn't have their stuff together, because the person that was in charge at the time, he's trying to get himself in a position where he could have like a nice little spot on the NFL Players Association and not really caring about the players. And the person that he hired him on in secret. That was a move that was unusual at the time. Hired this person on, and come to find out, in a separate case, he's got a federal ruling against him and one of his private companies on a collusion case that happened in a different situation. And now you bring him on, and now he's blowing the NFL Players Association money on strip clubs and all other various nefarious activities, and not really having the Players Association's back, so to speak. And so it is just a complete mess on both sides. And the NFL would like for you to talk about Shedeur Sanders, the Lions, and whoever else, to get the heat off of them, because the league does not want you to know about this story.
Well, first of all, let me say, the strip club, now that was nothing more than traditional team bonding exercises. That's all that was. Nothing but
team building. It's a great, that's good.
Team bonding, team building. That's great. Co-worker rapport. Like that's how you do it. You come back to work the next day with stories that bring you closer as a work family. So, with that, I see
what, whatever the case may be, there are a lot of former and current players that are pissed right now at the Players Association, and they are going to want to take this thing over. And because the bottom line was, the Players Association had a chance to appeal the arbitrator's decision, but they chose not to, in exchange to keep this whole thing quiet because of the dirt they were doing. So they was like, instead of working on the players' behalf, they were working on their behalf to cover their ass. so they won't get caught up in some situations.
I know. I ain't never heard of
It is the whole. It is a complete mess, man. And what's hurting is the players. So it's the players, the current and former players, because they had a great collusion case. And the collusion, just to be clear, the collusion was surrounding guaranteed money.
Here come the law.
And the biggest. Okay.
I see the kid pop up. I forgot he was on.
T-Bone might have some thoughts, some further thoughts about this.
That's the only reason he hears it, dog. You don't even
Hey, here comes it.
I heard a collusion.
So the collusion was surrounding the guaranteed money to the players and Deshaun Watson's contract. The league was like, look, we cannot have another situation where we're giving out guaranteed money to these players. And so I think
Chargers quarterback.
Yeah, the Chargers quarterback contract came up, and
Justin Herbert got
the teams was caught congratulating the other, saying, "Hey, good job with the signing and not giving the guaranteed money."
Yeah,
and they were caught in 4K. In this case, in an email, text thread.
Yeah, Justin Herbert got a nice contract.
Giving out the guaranteed money
and ain't won nothing. Not a damn thing.
So yeah, so that's what it's all about. And basically, the NFL Players Association was like, "Hey, we'll cover this up. We won't say nothing about it if you won't say nothing about what we doing."
Oh, you scratch my back, I scratch yours.
Yeah, exactly.
Quid pro quo. All right.
Okay, who next?
Craig, come on. Let's get this Commander storyline out the way. What's the storyline?
we know what? It's not totally Commanders. It's about my division, my NFC East division.
What's up?
We're making some history right now, and it's something to be proud about. It's something to be, we're back where we need to be, where we should be. All right, for one of the, I think, we are the best division in football, NFC East. But what's going to happen here in this season that's coming up? We're making history by starting 4 black quarterbacks in one division. We have Russell Wilson on the Giants. We have Dak Prescott with the Cowboys. Jalen Hurts on them Eagles. And of course, we got the rookie of the year, the sensation, the superstar quarterback that he is, Mr. Jaden Daniels for my Commanders. So I think that's the biggest storyline right now. The NFL has the issues all the time with black quarterbacks over the years, talking about this, that with a black quarterback. But right now, I think this history is going to be made this season in my division, the number 1 division in the NFL, NFC East, with the number 1 team that's added to that, the Commanders. So that's just my.
So the Commanders coming out of the NFC?
Yes, we are.
Yeah,
they good though.
Hey, put that cup down.
They good. I like Daniels.
Him drunk.
Daniels a beast.
Him drunk. Put that cup down, boy.
I see you, Mr. Hurts. I see you.
Just after just 1 year, y'all already calling Jaden Daniels a superstar?
Oh yes. See, what a superstar does, they put butts in seats. So, and
they said that. CJ Stroud was the same way too. What happened to his second year?
Well, we can't. That was him.
And I can though. They asked him up.
That was him. I'm talking about me and us.
I got to talk my stuff, man. I'm Eagles, man. Hey, y'all not coming out of this NFC, but that's all I got to say, bro.
Yeah. There you go.
All that pushing stuff, man.
Y'all see how they tried to hate on us? They already tried to hate on us.
Come here, push
they voted against it. We don't need that, my boy. We don't need that.
Get out of here, bro.
We don't need that.
But that's what won.
We beat the best team in the NFL last season. What, 44 to 22?
Who's the best name? The Chiefs.
KC.
What was that Rams?
Man, the Chiefs had a lot of fluke games last year that they won. A lot of them.
We coming out the NFC.
The Rams could have beat Kansas City.
Yeah, the Rams could have beat Kansas City, bro. That was a bad Kansas City team.
They couldn't have beat them bad as we did.
I think so.
Nothing.
With that front
Because
four that they got, as young as they are, I think they could have.
the defense.
Yes.
Didn't you see what we did to the Vikings? And they had a record that was good.
All I want to say is, all I want to say, and I will die on this hill. The only reason y'all got to the Super Bowl was that missed roughing the passer call on the last play of the Rams.
Who, the Rams?
Possession. Yes, that last play.
You talking about us?
Got that ball off.
You talking about us?
Plowed that boy down.
Oh my God, bro!
Go run the tape back,
bro. We walked y'all down, bro. This is after it started snowing.
Down.
This before it's
28 is not a walk down. Walk them down.
I'm gonna tell you how we made it. I'm gonna tell you how we beat the Rams, bro. Saquon helped us beat the Rams. Saquon carried us, bro.
Rough in the pack. Go run the last play back. That wasn't a regular hit on a quarterback that had the ball out of his hand already.
That's a woulda, coulda, shoulda, though, my dude.
Woulda, coulda, yeah. Hey, I mean, I can say when we played the Chiefs, it'd be my uncle.
I felt like they was outside when we missed that field goal, bro. They blocked that field goal. Like
they were offside.
Yeah, they was.
They were.
They was.
The
refs was on their side the whole year.
I lost out on that game.
It is what it is, though.
Yeah.
Now we did tussle with the Rams, though. That was good. That was a close game. That was the closest game we had in the playoffs.
The Rams was actually better than I expected them to be, though.
Yeah, they got that boy. Hey, like he said, they some killers on that front line. Yeah. We got to see them boys this year.
Well, Miko didn't have nothing.
See y'all week 5.
Miko didn't have nothing.
Oh yeah, Miko. What is your storyline for the NFL?
So mine is a coin flip, and it has. I'm surprised nobody has brought it up. But there's two sides of the coin. One, y'all have already passed off. Stroud is probably being trashed this year. I don't think so. But Joe Mixon is injured, and so is Damian Pierce. And Nick Chubb is right in line right there.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to say this. He needs a steady running back. He has all of it. And I think Nick Chubb is going to come out, want to be a superstar and kill it, and he's going to be back. The other side of that coin that I'm surprised has not been brought up is Terry McLaurin is demanding the trade. And he's the only person on that squad with 1,000-yard seasons behind him except for Debo. But my question is all of Debo's yards behind him? So that's the coin flip right there. Because I think those two things are power dynamics in the league that
he is not demanding the trade. That is a rumor. He has never said out of his mouth that he wants to be traded anywhere. That is not true. Let's say that first. Let's say that first. But my organization is pissing me off. I'll be honest with y'all. I am mad as hell at my commanders by not giving this dude his money. Just pay the man his money and be done with it. We're doing some Jerry Jones stuff right now. Stop playing with that man's emotions. Write the check and let it be done. So what? We'll figure out Jaden's money when it comes up to Jaden's time. You're going to give him his money. So it's not a big deal. So just give Terry whatever. Write the check, man. Get it done. But he has not said he wanted to be traded, though.
He needs approval from 3 or 4 more owners before he can make the decision to pay money to a player.
All right, Rio, what is your storyline?
I'm gonna stick with the same storyline I gave y'all a month ago.
Oh Lord,
we going to Jerry's world.
He doubling down.
I'm doubling down on Jerry's world.
Talk to us.
Be careful of what you see that go on in Texas. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
What about all these other years? We were supposed to be careful.
You right.
I'm tired of being careful.
I'm thinking now they gonna be on some get right.
Only person I'm proceeding with caution for is Naomi. That's it.
I'm tired of being careful. The Cowboys?
Yeah, they got to be on some get right right now.
If you don't go sit down, so
they got to get on some get right.
I was off subject or something.
I gotta help Jerry out. He's doing exactly what he wants to do. He's making them, which they are, the number one franchise in sports. They are.
Definitely.
So
they need to get rid of Jerry. Jerry needs to step down for them to be able to.
Yes, but I'm thinking football wise, I think they got everything that they need to win playoff games. I ain't say Super Bowl.
I was gonna say you just said playoff.
I said playoff games.
Yeah.
Super Bowl, that's a different level. Are they there yet? Maybe, but they need to win some playoff games.
They got to see us first night.
You can't be Super Bowl ready if you can't beat the first round.
Yeah, if you can't beat the first round,
if you can't beat the first round, you can't be Super Bowl
you can't
ready.
be Super Bowl ready.
But
I think Dallas has the pieces to contribute to the playoff.
Why you thinking Dallas has the pieces? I know LA got the pieces, and I'm talking about the Rams, not the Chargers.
I know y'all.
So
do.
what is my storyline of this upcoming season? History repeating itself.
We go back to back.
No.
Yes, sir. He just said it.
No.
And that concludes our show tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Did y'all go back? Okay. Anyway.
Go back to back this year.
Anyway, the history repeating itself is the last time that the Kansas City Chiefs, with their dynasty team, fell short in the Super Bowl. That lovely team from the West, not y'all put that ring down, we got us before you. That lovely team over there in the West, Super Bowl 56 champ, the LA Rams, stepped up and
Y'all
did what
got
done.
sorry to cut you off. Y'all got that after us. Yeah, we got it in 2017, and
I mean,
then y'all
we
win.
really want to go back to 99, brother. Anyway,
Yeah, we can do all that too.
No,
I'm just saying. No, you were speaking on recently.
Right.
We got ours in 2017, and then y'all win.
Oh, okay. But you know, back in 99.
But it's all love though. Love you, boy.
But we party like it's 99. Yeah. Remember number 99? They got the ring for us. Yeah. Kept y'all from getting the ring that year too. Yeah. And those other years too. Yeah. Anyway.
What other years?
The years y'all didn't go to the Super Bowl between 2017 and last year. How many is that? Or this year, excuse me. 8?
Y'all didn't keep us from nothing.
I mean, y'all didn't get that.
Y'all didn't keep us from nothing.
Y'all didn't get that. Okay.
What was y'all at in Cancun with us then, huh?
Everybody chilling.
All right then, but don't say it like y'all stopped us and then y'all proceeded in the playoffs.
It's cool.
Y'all ain't stop us from getting a ring.
Holler at us week 5, brother. Ain't that when we play y'all?
And will. I don't know when we play y'all, but I will just be there and be square. I'll tell you that.
But anyway, back to my storyline of this Super Bowl 60 championship with the Los Angeles Rams. You know, the pieces are there. We had the draft picks this time. All them picks that we said forget about 3-4 years ago, yeah, they coming back to roost. Jared Verse, Braden Visk, just in the first year. And then with the picks we made this year, Chris Paul Jr., Yarquez Hunter. I keep messing up either Yarquez or Jarquez from my Auburn. But we got him. And then Poona Ford, the addition from the Chargers. All I'm saying is history does repeat itself. So just watch out. Them Eagles finna fly home to Cancun again. So yeah, that's what's going on. But you know, now in this opportunity, my favorite part of the whole show, T-Bone's gone again. It's time for. Wait, did everyone get to go over this storyline?
I'm good. I got one more thing to say. What's y'all opinion on why y'all think Pittsburgh didn't pick up a quarterback in this draft?
I feel like
collusion. Shador, he would have been the pick. I don't care what anybody says.
This is part of a bigger scheme to undo what they wish they could have undone a long time ago, but because of this Rooney Rule, they couldn't get rid of him. Yep. This is a make or break for Mike Tomlin. If there's no success that they didn't set him up to get, Mike Tomlin is finally getting fired. Because let's talk about it.
With the history of Pittsburgh, though, they only had what? How many? 3-4 coaches?
Tomlin had been there for
only 3 coaches.
That's what I'm saying. They franchise only had like
at least 20.
And he ain't never missed the playoffs.
A couple head coaches for like the last.
They had Bill Cowher. They had Chuck Noll in the 70s.
Yep, Chuck Noll.
In the 80s. They had Bill Cowher. And then they had Mike Tomlin.
So how many is that?
Four coaches. People always say he ain't never missed the playoffs. Okay, in the 20 years that he's gotten there, he ain't always went far either. Like these last couple years of him getting to the playoffs ain't been Mike Tomlin ball. It ain't been the best. These you getting eliminated because of record differences. What was that? A couple years ago, just because of a record difference, they didn't get in.
Yeah.
And then you get in, and then you get eliminated. Quick as you ever been. Like, you know, we've seen it happen with coaches who reach a tenure over 20 plus years. Just like how in the NBA, Pop was running stuff with his 5 rings. The Spurs were a guarantee. Yeah. The last couple years, Spurs have been a guarantee to be at Cancun waiting. Like the Spurs have not been doing what
that boy got them Jesus sandals.
Oh man, what are those?
Oh my God.
hey, look. Y'all ain't gonna let y'all do my boy. Dog on good host.
I'm comfortable right here.
My dog on good host.
That boy came in with a blessing on the show today.
That boy walking on water with those.
All I'm saying is they say pay attention to the one that look like he ain't supposed to be here. Everybody else flashy. I'm hearing some Jesus. That's all I'm saying.
He got his jeans salad.
But look, when we went to that Lombardi yet again.
I was just gonna throw out a name for you, Stanton.
Craig said, "Show their feet." Why you do that, Craig?
I had that has nothing to do with me. I didn't zoom in. I don't control nothing.
We probably don't want to see
Craig.
Craig
Craig probably just got a T-shirt on. He ain't got nothing on no better than
talking about my lady making my drink.
Craig in a Speedo. He gonna get up and just get on and go and get. It's a breeze in there. Nah, what are you?
Look, we gonna get on about it. We gonna go to the last segment of the show, which is a crowd favorite. It's a chance where we get to let a naysayer know the end got to stand for something different while we on live, else we get demonetized. But we want to let somebody who think they know something, who think they speaking what they speaking is facts. We just gotta let them know you ain't got it like that. And there's another opportunity. You might be wrong. So yeah, anybody got a naysayer that they want to let know something?
I'm gonna be honest. Don't nobody get into my circle of my mind like that. So I don't have nobody to let a naysayer know about. Like I don't have nothing. I don't have nothing to say about anything about that because I'm peaceful.
Man, I do. Watch out for the Broncos, man. I'm not gonna keep saying this, man. We coming, bro. And when we come, don't be surprised because I just told y'all right here on Man Cave. Ooh, come on, buddy.
Hey, yo,
we from St. Louis, baby. This ain't New York, man. This ain't Louis. We don't pause now, hurricanes. You know what I'm saying?
We real. I'm gonna say, you know, as long as he don't get Kaepernick, and wherever Shedeur Sanders go, if he get that chance, he's gonna show people what a first round draft pick that should have been would actually look like. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say Shedeur Sanders.
Yes,
as
sir.
long as he don't get Kaepernick out the league, he get the chance, the opportunity to actually put in the work. Let's say he get traded to the Colts. I'm gonna say he gonna have success anywhere that he goes.
Not the Colts.
That's facts.
That's why I didn't understand why Pittsburgh didn't try to go get him. Like, what was the problem with
Collusion.
To get fired. That's all it is.
Why do you think Cleveland is so afraid for somebody to say I picked him? Because they'll be out the league next week. I promise you, if anybody gets busted, I put that on everything.
Why?
Somebody
Just because it's Deion's son? Like, I'm
no, that's the league. Deion, forget Deion. The way he fell, that's the league.
That's crazy.
So you think they did that to him just because of him, and not because of who his father is?
No, it was because of his father.
Exactly. Because if it wasn't because of his father, you become Travis Hunter.
And which is wrong because they didn't forget about the Manning father.
Say that again, Sadal. You was breaking up.
I said because they forget that Manning, Archie Manning, did the same things for his son.
And he raised two greats.
With Eli, right?
No,
watch your mouth, little man. You better watch your mouth, little
Eli, the one that's coming up right now in Texas.
Yeah, Archie, man.
Yeah, Archie Manning did the same things.
3 generations.
The point was, no, we can't let this black dude tell us.
Facts.
That's what it was. That's my naysayer right there.
They didn't say it like that. They weren't as aggressive.
Is the other Sanders starting? Is Shiloh starting?
Shiloh down there doing this thing.
But
Shiloh down there killing in Tampa.
But he locking in.
Yeah. You know how they do us, man. They make the road harder for us to shine even brighter at the end of the day, man. That's what
you got, Craig Black, over there?
I'm letting these naysayers know, especially that dude sitting down there with that Philadelphia Eagle Jalen Hurts jersey on. Letting y'all naysayers know that these Commanders, we're coming this year. All right, it's gonna be something special, man. It's gonna be something special. We coming this year, and put a pause on that, and just let y'all. I want y'all to hate. I need y'all hate to fuel my team. The more and more y'all doubt us, the more and more you talk trash about us, the better we gonna be, man. We got our pieces. We gonna pay Scary Terry, and it's about to be something in the NFL. I mean, NFC East, the best division in the NFL.
Just because of Debo.
Hey, you think that final score last year?
I'm not talking about last year. I'm talking about the future, sir. We're not talking about last year. Y'all the Super Bowl champions. You got your ring. Yeah, congratulations.
I let my team ring in the court. I was tripping. It was too heavy. My arm was too heavy. I had to bring stuff in. But hey, man, I wish you all the best, man. I wish you love this year. But
you know what's real? I'm gonna keep 100 with you. The only player I really like on your team is Jalen Hurts because they hate on that dude so much, man.
They hate him.
Salute to Jalen Hurts.
Appreciate
the rest of the squad. Throw him in the trash.
Jalen Hurts. Watch out, bro. This dude.
So dog, they say you on mute, bro.
Huh?
They say there you go. There you go.
Hey, Craig, to be honest though, hey, if Daniel stay healthy, man, y'all is gonna be a force over there, bro. Like, them boys ain't no joke. I give it to you on that. Them boys ain't no joke. They looked damn good last year. Like, no
as
fake.
long as they coach him properly this year and let him do what he does great and don't handicap the team with terrible play calling. You know, that's where I think Goff had a problem. I think Jaden Daniels is such a drastically different quarterback that he could overcome some bad play calling. But they also got to have this whole thing, whatever's going on, not paying Terry McLaurin, all of that stuff got to get squashed. And when you have stuff like that in the background, the chemistry sometimes be off. So,
can
he be great? Can they do great? Absolutely. I think it's going to come down to the coaching, and it's going to come down to, as always, the personnel.
All right. Well, real quick before we get out of here, Miko, I understand that you gotta get on up out of here. Did you let your naysayer know already? Yeah. Oh, that was it right there. All right, cool. Well, we appreciate you. Welcome back.
Hey, nice meeting you, bro. Nice meeting you, bro.
As always,
cheers, black man.
Good God Almighty, he took us on the alternate route. But yeah, we'll see you next month.
Yeah, he went Wikipedia.
Cheers to you, bro.
Hey, Craig, I'm gonna have to get your social media, man. I got to keep up with you.
Ask Craig Black. Hey, Smooth. Hey, Smooth. One more time for me, Smooth. Do that for me, man. Help me out, Smooth. Help me out real quick.
What?
Yeah, Smooth.
Craig, my type of brother. You hear me?
Great show, fellas. Great show.
Hey, thanks for having me, y'all, man. Appreciate it.
Y'all, man. It's all love.
About my Jesus sandals. Yeah, he walked around with the Moses party.
Hey, shout out Miss Alice too.
I'm like, good Lord.
What's her name? Miss Alice, right?
Yeah, Miss
Dub.
Miss Dub. Shout out Miss Dub for sure.
Yeah.
She's been tuned in all episodes. Shout out Miss Dub for sure.
She's been tuned in for a lot of episodes for this show, man.
Shout out Miss Dub, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, next time I come back for it, you gotta take that I out my name though, bro.
Oh Lord, he gonna wait till the end of the show.
Hey.
You know,
I ain't want to interrupt. I'm new. I ain't want to interrupt nothing, but I just had to tell you before we cut camera. Yeah. There you go, baby. There you go. My big cousin, Smooth, baby.
All right, so now we put the name right on the marquee and all that good stuff. Anybody else got any naysayers that they want to talk to? Rio.
I'll just say this. I'll keep it NFL regulated. Don't y'all count Caleb Williams out this coming season. Anyway. Chicago has an opportunity to be better offensively if Caleb Williams put in the work.
Anywho.
Because I counted them out. I ain't gonna lie. I think he'll
Caleb
bust.
Williams put in the work. The Chicago Bears will be a better team. With Ben Johnson as his OC, his head coach, and probably his offensive coordinator, he has a chance to be better than what he was last year. I'm not saying that he not gonna make mistakes, but I think he'd be more efficient with the football than what he was last year.
And that's the show. We want to thank next week,
man, y'all was laughing at his sadness, man.
The ladies will be back next week. I mean, you know, it don't matter what's on your feet when you're walking on comfortable bank accounts. That's
what I'm talking about. Hey, bro, I didn't say it, bro.
I'm just saying, like, you know.
The producer just keep on playing with that camera, man.
All I'm saying is Craig did not come in here in the comfortable outfit shoes he had the last time. Craig, you better step the shoe game up. Don't come in here and walk on just like you did last time. No. He came in with them after a long day of canvassing, shoes on. He came in like he was going door to door giving these donations for the cuts for these kids.
Nah, Mr. Craig, I know you not. I know you ain't going like that. I know you didn't.
We don't see.
Hey. All I got to say is I don't need to say anything because I'm not lying. You can see his shoes. I'm not lying. You can see it's clearly on the screen. So you can believe all the lies you want to. He can't trump his way out of this one.
Just understand. Wait a second. Don't we have an opportunity for Craig to put his money where his mouth is next week? Ain't you gonna be here in person next week, Craig?
I will be here live in person in St. Louis, baby. We touching down on the 6th. It's going to be a live show. Shout out to the ladies. Hey, it's happening too. Community Cuts for Kids, August 9th and 10th. We got 4 locations over 2 days, man. Go to the Craig Ships Foundation. Once again, shout out to Miss Dub. I appreciate you, Miss Dub. I love you. We're doing it for the kids. 24 years. Shout out to all my partners. Shout out to Smoooth Productions for all you do for Smoooth. You my man, man. I appreciate you, man, for all the promotion and helping out to make my event a great event for the kids, man. We take care of our kids in St. Louis. Once again, 4 locations over 2 days. Craig Black's 24th annual Community Cuts for Kids. Go to the CraigSlipsFoundation.org. If you know a barber or a stylist or a barber, please send them to my website. Please have them register. We need help. So that's the deal, man. I appreciate y'all dudes for real. Thanks for having me.
Yes, sir. 4 words. Hey, I love everything you said, but look, hey, get a close up. Get a close up on this.
On that ring. Oh, he met the ring.
Wrong close up.
I'm saying to Craig, you got it, boy. Don't go buy no new shoes either. Bring them same ones.
The shoes. Outshine the ring.
Before we conclude tonight, though, I got to ask y'all predictions for September. Who y'all rocking with, Canelo or Crawford?
That's what I was going with before I left.
I have no choice. I'm just here for the fight.
Bud,
I ain't got a choice.
We can talk.
Really, Bud could go 2 weight classes to the Mexican monster, bro. Like, let's be serious here.
Bud,
I reserve my thoughts for next month.
Hey,
all right.
They did the same thing. They did the same thing to me when I proposed it a month ago.
Nope, Craig is not.
Chin down. Y'all think he fight with his chin? He can't get caught.
I ain't got no answer. All I'm saying is you coming up to space.
The show.
I ain't got no
answer. And not to mention, he didn't look. He didn't look. Listen, he didn't look that great when he just went up last fight. He looked as sloppy as hell. No, his last fight, Bud's last fight, he stepped up and he didn't look that great. He won, but it wasn't no great performance. And now you finna step in there with what we consider one of the best of this era.
Watch him in September.
2.
Watch him in September.
Man, stay where you at.
He gonna whoop.
Stay where you at, gang.
I ain't gonna flat out say he gonna whoop Canelo, but he gonna come out a winner.
No, don't worry about it. We already got our bet. This question wasn't even for you. We already got our bet.
If we lose, we got a box.
Yeah.
And we will have that live on the net.
Live coming down live to y'all. Channel 5 News. Yeah, nigga gonna be in the backyard. I'm gonna run though.
Hey, that's it. That's the show. Please make sure y'all tune in next week for Ladies Night with special guest, Mr. Craig Black. We will see y'all next month. It's the Man Cave where anything can go down. We out here.
Shout out Big Dub.
What you have just experienced was brought to you by Smoooth Productions. Until next time, Stay tuned and stay smooth.